So dear friends, today we are going to see about LALR parsing. So this is LALR parsing is look ahead parsing, LR parsing. So we have already seen all those LR passes. So LALR is the last one among the LR parsing techniques. So we have already seen LR0 passes, SLR, simple LR passes, both of them which they are using LR0 items. So we also have seen canonical LR passes. So this being the last one, it is the most powerful also among all these four types. So LALR is look ahead LR parsing. So here we are dealing with LR1 items similar to canonical LR1, canonical LR passes, otherwise called as CLR1 or LR1 passes. So we are dealing with LR1 items. In LR0 and SLR1 we had LR0 items, if you recollect. Basically LALR is an attempt to reduce the number of states in an LR1 parser. Okay, so in canonical LR1 you have seen these LR1 items. So since we are also considering the look aheads, there are all possibilities of getting the states, like the number of states might be more in when compared to LR0 and SLR1. So here we are making an attempt to reduce these number of states in a amicable manner. So the basic idea is to have similar states being merged. It also has the same, like after this merging or the reduction of or reducing the number of states, you will have the same number of states as SLR1. When you say same number of states, it is just in comparison. Actually, for a particular example, given an example of a grammar, when you are designing a parser, the same grammar when an SLR is being developed, as well as a look ahead LR parser is developed, then they will have the same number of states. So it has the same number of states, but the power of LR1 is lesser compared to LALR1. So LALR being the most powerful among all these. There are possibilities of conflicting shift and reduce operations. So when you do this merging of states, actually you are doing merging of states in the canonical LR collection. So there it is guaranteed that we will not be having any merge conflicts. So this is just to have some introduction about LALR parsing. Let us see an example. That is the best way to learn this. So let us go to a particular grammar and see that. Okay, so we have this grammar here. S gives L equal to R, S gives R, L gives star R, L gives ID, and R gives L. So we have 5 productions in this grammar. We have the terminal symbols being equal to, here we have equal to, star and ID are the terminal symbols, and we have S, L and R being the non-terminals. So first step about this is to have this augmented grammar. So we have this augmented grammar introducing this new production S dash gives S. So let us start with the LR1 items and creating the states. So the first LR1 item that we are going to add will be S dash gives dot S, comma, the look ahead will be, since it is the initial the very first LR1 item will have dollar as the first look ahead section. You will have dollar. So recollect that LR1 items will be having LR0 item as well as a look ahead. So in this case it is s dash gives dot s comma dollar. So you have to find the closure. So since s is coming immediately after a dot, you have to add all those productions with s on left side. So we have two of them here, s gives l equal to r and s gives r. So we have s gives dot l equal to r, and you have to find the first of whatever coming after this s. Since this item is added based on or you are adding it for this particular non-terminal, you have to find the first of the remaining including the look ahead. So we have first of whatever remaining is dollar. So you will be adding that as look ahead here, and the next one will be again s gives r, s gives dot r, and again the first of the remaining is first of dollar, and first of dollar is dollar. So the look ahead here is dollar. Now for this particular LR1 item, it is completed, the closure is completed. Now we have to consider this where L is coming after dot, so you have to add all those L productions. We have two of them, L gives star R, and when you see that you have to find the first, for the look ahead you have to consider the remaining of L. After L whatever comes, the first of it, that is here in this case it is equal to. So you will be adding L gives star R comma equal to. So here it is an L production with dot on left end, and the look ahead will be since you are finding the closure based on this particular LR1 item, after L whatever comes is you have to find the first of it. So first of this is equal to, since it is a non terminal symbol. Okay, so you have put equal to here. Equal to is the look ahead for that particular thing, and again the next L production that you are adding, for that also the look ahead will be equal to. So that is L gives dot id comma equal to, the same thing. For the same LR item only you are adding this. Okay, now for this LR1 item the closure is over. Now we have to consider the next one, s gives dot r comma dollar. So since r is coming immediately after dot, you have to consider all those r productions also. So here we have only one production, that is r gives l. So it is r gives dot l, and the remaining whatever is there for that you have to find the first. So that means here it is only dollar. So r gives l comma dollar. So that is what it is coming. So for s gives dot r comma dollar, so s gives dot r comma dollar, you have found the first you have found all those closure. Now for this particular thing, L gives dot star r, you cannot add any more. For L gives dot id, you cannot add any more, since they are all terminal symbols. So here when you consider this is again, you have to be careful about this. After dot it is again L. So here you have already added all those productions with L on left side using this particular LR1 item. Now we have another case where after dot L comes. So again you have to consider all those productions you have added with L on left side. The here one thing is, here just see this look aheads here. Here it is equal to. Why equal to has come here? Because it is added based on this particular LR1 item. So after L whatever comes, the first of it is equal to, so you have already added. But in this case you have to add again, you have to find the while finding the closure of this particular item, L on left side you have to consider all those productions with L on left side you have to add. Also it is different when you consider the first of the remaining thing. What is the first of the remaining here? That is dollar. So that actually L gives dot star R comma dollar is the one which you need to add. So since that is different from actually L gives dot star R comma equal to is always different from L gives dot star R comma dollar. So for this particular item, when you find the closure, the look ahead will be dollar, but for this the look ahead is equal to, so that it is different. But again, what you can do is, since it is a part of the same group of LR1 items, you can add that look ahead here as part of this. So what I'll do is I'll just you can just watch it. So I am adding that dollar also as part of this, that is equal to slash dollar. So how many ever look aheads you have, you don't need to represent it in as separate thing. You can just put a pipe symbol and or slash and put those look aheads here. So similarly here also you have the next L gives ID that is added here. Here in this case it is the look ahead is equal to, but since as part of R gives dot L comma dollar, you are adding L gives ID, you will have the look ahead as dollar. So equal to and dollar both have to be considered for this particular item. So you don't need to add it as a separate thing. What you can do is you can indicate it as part of this itself. So I have put it here. So those are added. Actually L gives dot star R comma equal to or dollar means you are representing two LR1 items. One is with equal to as look ahead and one is with dollar as look ahead. The LR0 part being the same for both those look aheads. So actually you have two items here, LR1 items here. For this also you have two LR0 items. So how many ever look aheads you are added, that can, since if the first part, the LR0 part is same, means you can indicate it like this. Okay, so with this we have completed the closure of this particular group. So you cannot add any more LR1 items for this particular group. So you can make it as a state, just called I0, and name it as I0. Now you find all those transitions. So as you already know, after dot whatever comes, you will have all those transitions. So here we have S, L, R as non-terminal transitions. So transitions here also L you have in two places you have L, and so SLR non-terminal transitions and star and ID as terminal transitions. So let us consider one by one. So you have S transition, which will take you to S dash gives S dot. So here one thing you need to consider, you need to consider is S dash gives S dot. When you do that transition, the look ahead will be the same. You will be just transferring that look ahead, since you have already seen that in canonical LR parsing technique, that is being happening. So just I'm reminding you about this. While doing a transition, the look ahead will be transferred as it is. So since dot comes in the last right end, you cannot have any more items added that, so you make it a state, that is I1. Okay, now consider the next transition, that is L. So L will have effect on two of them. Here you can have you have this and LR1 item, and you have the last one also. So L will have effect on these two. So okay, before that we'll just see that since I1 is a special case, we will have that accept thing also. You have on dollar, it goes to accept. So on I0, on L, we'll have first one is S gives L dot equal to R comma the dollar, the look, as the since that is a look ahead, that is transferred. And for this also R gives L dot, and the look ahead is the same as here. Okay, so now we should find the closure here. Consider the closure. What is the closure here? L dot equal to, so after dot it is a terminal. Here after dot there is nothing, that is the right end, so you cannot add any more. So that is a state I2. Now consider the third non-terminal, that is R. So R will have effect on only one item, that is S gives R dot, and the look ahead is transferred as it is. Make it a state I3. Now S, L and R is over. Now we have to consider the star terminal transition. Okay, so here we have, it is indicated here, the transition. So what happens when the star transition comes? L gives star dot R comma, that the look aheads has to be transferred as it is. So here we have two look aheads, so both of them have to be indicated. Okay, so we'll see it here. See, L gives star dot R comma equal to $. Now since R is coming immediately after dot, what you need to do? All those transitions with, all those productions with R on left side has to be added. So R gives dot L, and what will be the look aheads? How you will find this look ahead? Since after dot R comes, so after R whatever comes, the first of it. So it will be what is there after R in the production right hand side, plus you need to include this look aheads also. So whatever is remaining in the production right hand side appended with this look aheads. So here we don't have anything after this R, and the look since we don't have anything, you need to consider only this look aheads. So it is look aheads will be added here, that is both look aheads has to be added. So R gives dot L comma equal to and $. Okay, so for R we don't have any more productions to be added, so this is there. Now consider the closure of this. So you have L after the dot, so all those L productions you need to add. So while finding look aheads, every time you need to be extra careful, because you may get a new state or you may get an existing state. So you need to be extra careful while considering that. While finding the closure, after dot whatever non-terminal you get, after that non-terminal whatever comes, you have to find the first of it. So that is what you need to be careful about. So you have now L here, so for L you have two productions that needs to be added, and what will be the first of whatever remaining? That will be again equal to and $. So L gives dot star R equal to $. Also another one is there, L gives dot ID equal to or $. Now for this particular LR1 item you have added these two. Now you cannot add any more, you can make it a state and name it as Y4. So now for I0, now one more is pending, that is ID. So with ID you will have a new state, that is L gives ID dot, and these look aheads will be transferred, and you cannot add any more here, so make it a state, that is I5. Okay, now consider this. So for I0 all those transitions are over. Now for I1 anyway you have already seen this. I2 what transitions are possible? You need to see this. See, S gives L dot equal to R, so you need to have an equal to transition from I2. We'll see that. So S gives L equal to dot R and the look ahead will be, this look ahead will be transferred. Now again here R on left side you have 1, so R gives dot L. R gives dot L, comma, how this look ahead has come, you are considering this R, so whatever is remaining after R, whatever is there, you have to find the first of it, so that is dollar. Okay, now since after so here we cannot add any more, so L, you have to consider all those L productions, you have 2 of them, so L gives dot star R comma dollar. So how this dollar has come, after L whatever is there remaining first of it. So similarly L gives dot ID dollar. Now you cannot add any more, so group it and name it as the next is I6. Okay, so for I2 you can't have any more transitions. I3 also, now you should move to I3. I3 you cannot have any more transitions. I4 you have transitions possible, that is you can have R, L, star and ID. Okay, so let us consider in that order. So after R, so what will you get? L gives star R dot. L gives star R dot, and the look aheads equal to and dollar are transferred here. Okay, now you cannot have any more any more items, you cannot add it here, so you are closing it there. That is I6, sorry I7, yeah, I7. Now L transition. Okay, you can have L transition here. So on L it goes to R gives, so you have L here. On L you get R gives L dot, and the look aheads are transferred. So you cannot add any more here, so make it a state and name it I8. Okay, now the next is star. You can have star transition. Let us just see what happens when star transition happens. L gives star dot R and equal to and dollar. So just see here, just note it here, this is the same. So on star transition it comes to this particular LRON item, so obviously it is a loop. Okay, on star it goes to I4, from I4 on star it goes to the same state. Now see ID. Okay, so it is L gives ID dot, so if you just note it here, it is the same. So I4 on ID goes to I5. Okay, now from I4 all those transitions are over. From I5 you cannot have any more transitions. I6, let us consider I6. Here you can have R transition, L transition, star and ID. Okay, so what happens when R transition comes? What is the result? S gives L equal to R dot. Okay, S gives L equal to R dot, and the look ahead is transferred. You cannot add any more, so make it I9. Okay, now you can have L transition, so R gives L dot and dollar will be the look ahead. Here you have come to a stage where, just note it here, R gives L dot and dollar, that will be the on L it goes to that. Let us see here what is happening here. In I8 what is there? R gives L dot equal to and dollar. So actually what is this? R gives L dot comma equal to and R gives L dot comma dollar. So actually there are two LR1 items here. So I8 have two LR1 items, but here on L transition what happens? R gives L dot comma dollar. So it is same as one of these items in I8. Still this is a different, you have to mark it as a different state because it is not the same, because here it is only dollar, here we have equal to and dollar both. So you have two items here, but here we have only one item, so that is to be indicated as a new state. So on L it goes to R gives L dot comma dollar. If you note it, this the same LR1 item is included here, and only difference is that you have one more item with equal to as look ahead, but here we don't have that equal to. Okay, so we are indicating it as a different state and name it as I10. Now on star what happens? Just see. On star what happens? L gives star dot R comma dollar. See here, L gives star dot R comma dollar. Here we have equal to also, but here we have only dollar. So you can see it as a similar case of as what happens here. Here we have the same LR0 section, and look aheads you have you have multiple look aheads when I8 and I10 are compared. Here also it is going to happen the same way. Actually it is not the same. From I6 you cannot have on star transition, you cannot have as I4. Here it will go to a new state. Just see here. On star L gives star dot R comma dollar. Then again R productions left side. So you will have R gives dot L dollar, and again L gives dot star R comma dollar, L gives dot ID comma dollar, and you cannot add any more. So the closure is over. You make it as a new state. So the one thing to be noted here is I4 and I11, all the items, the same set of items you have, but the look ahead part is different in the sense you have additional look aheads. So here actually, since though we have marked it as 4, here we have actually there are 8 LR1 items. Here you have only 4 LR1 items. Okay, so both these states are actually different. That is why we have indicated it as a different state as I11. Now on star you get I11, and on ID again it is if you note it here, I5 we have here, it is a similar case. We have here equal to as well as dollar, but here we have only dollar. So that is a different state when ID transition is performed. So you indicate it as L gives ID dot dollar and name it as I12. Okay, so on ID you have I12 from I6. Okay, so let us go to, so all these transitions of I6 are over. Now I7 you cannot have any more transitions. I8, I9 and I10, all of them you cannot have any more transitions. So let us go to I11. I11, what transition you can have? L gives star R dot. Okay, L gives star R dot comma dollar. So again here L gives star R dot comma, instead of dollar we have equal to and dollar here. So that is again a similar case as we have seen. So on R you will have L gives star R dot dollar, which is not same as I7, so you are making it as a different state, that is I13. Okay, you cannot have any more here. So R transition is over. Now on L transition what happens? We already have I10, R gives L dot, so indicate it here. Now on star you already have I13, sorry, on star you already have what happens on star transition? Star dot R comma dollar. So that is nothing but I11 itself. So you have a loop here. So on L you go there to I10, and on star it is a loop, and on ID you will go to I12. Okay, now let us see the passing table of this. So this is the CLR passing table. Just recollect that we are going to construct the LALR passing table. So here this is the CLR passing table. So final passing table is different from what we see here. So this is the actual CLR passing table. You have all those states from 0 to 13, and in action section you have equal to star ID and dollar. In go to section you have SLR non-terminals. So we have all these actions. So remember we have 5 productions. So you have R1 to R5. Okay, and these are the things we have. Let us not concentrate more on this, since anyway we already know how to construct the passing table from the from this canonical LR0 collection that we have just seen. Okay, so let us see what is here. How can you reduce these states? So you if you have keenly followed, you could have noticed that we have similar set of LR0 part, and we have the look ahead part. You have different cases in multiple cases. Okay, so as we have already seen, in I7 and I13 you have similar set of LR0 part, and the look ahead part is different. So here you have dollar, and here you have equal to and dollar. Similarly in I4 and I11 you have all the items. So you have to just be careful. If you have at least one LR1 item in addition, any of these in any of these states, you cannot merge it. Okay, so here we have 4 items with one particular look ahead. Here also you have 4 items with multiple set of look aheads. So if at least one LR1 item you have in any of these states with the LR0 item part is different, you cannot have it. You cannot have a merging. So if you notice, okay, I4 and I11 have the first part, that is the LR0 item part is same for all the items. Okay, here also in I5 and I12 the first part is same, only the look ahead part is different. Okay, now you see here in I7 and I13 you have the similar case. The first part is same, the second part is different. Here also in I8 and I10 again the same thing happens. R gives L dot is same here and here, but only the look ahead part is different. So those kind of set or those states could be merged. So this is a CLR1 collection, CLR1 parser DFA. You can merge these similar states into one, and let us see how can you merge it. Let us first indicate what all are same here. So we'll just color it. So I4 and I11 a color code is used. They are similar states that could be merged. And then I5 and I12, you can see here I have colored it in a similar way. Then I7 and I13, so those are the states which could be merged. And here the last set, that is I8 and I10, could be merged. Okay, you don't have any other items which could be merged. If you notice, you cannot have any more set of states which could be merged. Okay, so let us see this. So here I4 and I11. So the how do you proceed? I4 and I11 could be named as I411. Okay, so wherever you have I4 or state 4 is mentioned, you can put it as state 411 or I411, and wherever you have I11, there also you will put it as 4 and 11. So in this passing table, this is the passing table that we have just seen. So you have actions as well as states here. Reduction operations, you cannot have any changes. We are merging, we are talking about only these shift operations as well as the state names. Okay. Also here in go to section also you have state names, so those could be changed. So wherever you are seeing 4 and 11, you will put it as 411. So see this, here we have S4, so this S4 will be indicated as S411. Here also you have an S4, that is shift to state 4, so that will be indicated as shift 411. Here see, here you have S11, so this also you will be indicated as, you will be indicating it as S411. Here also you will have S411. So why this color is used is because you are talking about 4 and 11. So these rows are these two rows are of interest now for us to merge it. Okay, so let us see that. See this. So you have S4, it is changed to S411. Here also S4 is changed to S411. Here it was S11, so that is changed to again S411. Here also it is changed to S411. These two state names also you have changed to S411. So you have to consider this go to also here, wherever anywhere you would be seeing 4 or 11, you need to change it. So it is just with shift operations as well as the state names and the go to section. You cannot have any change in the reduction operation, but since reduction operations are those numbers represents those number of those productions that we have in the grammar. Okay, so here we have changed it, so I'm just indicating in wherever all those places where we have changed it. So 4 and 11 both changed to 411, so it is S411. Now the new state name is 411. Both there will not be having any I4 as well as I11. You will have only one single state, that is I411. Okay, so let us move on to the next set to be merged, that is I5 and I12. So similar what we have done in case of I4 and I11, we'll do the same. Here it is I5 and I12. So it will be now after merging, it will be indicated as I512. So here we have S5 and S12. Here we have 5. I'll just color it. Okay, so you have 5 here and 12 here, the rows corresponding to those. I have indicated it in a similar color. So wherever you have 5, you make it 512. Wherever you have 12 also, you make it 512. Okay, so here we have places here. See, here we had actually S5, so S5 is changed to S512. Here we had again S5 we had here, that is changed. Here S12 was changed to S512. Here also S512. So this 12 is changed to 512 and 5 also is changed to 512. Okay, so all these places we have changed it. Okay, now let us go to the next combination, that is 7 and 13. So you have I713. So wherever you have 7, make it 713, and wherever you have 13, make it again there also you make it 713. So now we have here also in go to we have 7 here and 13 also. So both these places also you will be changing it. You don't have any shift operations for this particular case of 7 and 13. Okay, so we are coloring those rows with the same color for state 7 and state 13. So you have made the changes. So these are the places where we have made changes. So here we had 7, now it is now 713. Here we had 13, you changed it here also and here also. Okay, now the next set is I8 and I10, that is I810. So make those corresponding changes. So if you notice, here we have 8 and here we have 10, and here also we have 8 and 10. So the same color, you have used the same color for 8 and 10, the rows for 8, state 8 and state 10. So you make those changes. So here are the places where you made those changes. 8, 10. Here we had one change. Here also. Here and here. Okay. So this merging is halfway through. We have all named all these states with the same name. So we here now, if you notice, we have one row for all other states without those we cannot merge. We will have those single digit. Here we have 411. All those merged states will be, there will be 2 rows for each of those merged states. So here we have one row for 411. Here also we have one, and for 512 you have one and one here. 713 you have here and here. 810 here we have 2 rows. So the next step is to have these rows themselves merged. So you have here what right now what we have done is just to rename those states in whatever you have indicated in that table. Now you just the next step is to merge these rows. Okay, so just see here for 411 you have 2 shift operations for star and ID, S411 and S512. Here also you just see in 411 in the other row we have S411 and S512. So here it is easy to merge. You cannot you don't have to worry much about it. Now here also if you just see 810 and 713, here also it is 810 and 813 713. Okay, so similarly we will do for other rows. We will just see. So this is the actual parsing table that we are seeing. I have just put it here. Now okay, so here we had 2 green rows. For 411 we had 2 rows. As we have just discussed, both rows looks exactly the same, so you can just remove one of them. So here if you see here on the right side, you have only one green row for 411. Okay, now see here for 512, and here you have 2 rows for 512. So for equal to you have R4 here, but here you don't have anything. That you don't have a problem. This is what we are talking about, the merge conflict. So if you have R4 here and you have something else here other than this R4, then you will definitely get a conflict. So you should see here carefully, you should see that. So dollar you have R4 here and here also R4. So that is an obvious merge that we have for those two. So we don't have any more cells populated for this particular state, so you can directly merge. What you can just do is just remove this row. Okay, that's a second row of 512 can be just removed. Okay, so that is removed. Now let us see 713. So 713 you have 2 rows. So it is a similar case with 512. You have R3 here, you don't have anything in this particular cell, but here you have both R3 and you don't have anything in go to section. Okay, so you can what you should do is just remove the second row for 713. So that I'll just remove it. Okay, now you have the fourth merge ready. 810 you have 2 rows, R5 here, you don't have anything here, R5, and here is also R5. So and go to section, nothing. So it is just a simple delete of this particular row, the second row of 810. Okay, so just notice how the parsing table looked like and how it has become now. So for this is the LILR parsing table. So we have completed the merging of those states, and now we have this particular parsing table. So and these are the states. So we had actually 13 states. Now it is reduced to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4 states you could just remove, and since we had 4 merges, we removed 4 states. Okay, so we had 14 states and now it is only 10. Okay, and still it is the power power of the passing is the parser design. You have designed a powerful parser, still with less number of states, as the same as in SLR1 of this particular grammar. Okay, so let us go to the next set. So this is the actual original canonical collection of LR1 items that we had just constructed. Just see, I0, I1 to I13 we had, up to I13 there are 14 states that we had. So I11 and I4 we had merged. Actually I'm just showing you the original before merging whatever we had. So I4 and I11 could be merged, I5 and I12, I7 and I13, and I8 and I10. We'll just see after merging how does it look like. And here we have the grammar also. See, this is the, so we have now only 10 items, sorry, 10 states for this particular canonical LR server collection. I'm just showing you this particular canonical collection only to after the merge whatever we have. I'm just showing you to just see that how the transitions also look like. See, from I6 actually star was going to I11, so you have made I411 and made that star transition to that particular new merged state. Okay, and all those transitions will be like that only. So whichever transitions were coming to I8 and I10 both will now go to I10. Also similarly here for I7 and I13 you have a merged state here, and I5 and I12 are merged here. So we have a less number of states and still powerful LA-LR parser that we have obtained. So thank you for watching this. So we have completed with LA-LR parsing technique.